Hi everybody, welcome to the Fed Trends Show. This week we're talking about proposals. When does your proposal need intervention? So this can be for anybody. This can be for an executive, this can be for ops leadership, a program manager, a technical asset, somebody on the proposal team, somebody from contracts. Ideally what we're talking about here is that you can identify the fact that a proposal needs more help than it's getting. You've got some gaps. So here's the first one. There's no kickoff. If there's no kickoff, you need to have a sit-down conversation to get the proposal back on track. Why? You're getting ready to get started on a very complex activity, and you're not really going to have a plan. Somebody's missing something if you don't have a kickoff. Somebody doesn't know what to write, doesn't know what's expected of them. You need to go back to the beginning and have an actual kickoff and talk about the plan for the proposal and what you want to say. Next, a canceled or rescheduled review. There are a lot of interdependencies in a proposal. If you start to slide reviews or cancel them, it can be a real sign that there's a problem. Now, sometimes the government extends things and it goes, the schedule can get stretched out because you've got months now to respond. I'm talking about if the government didn't change anything, you should stick to your schedule and figure out a way to get extra resources or get the right answers down on paper, because delaying those reviews just means there's less time to recover. The next topic is a blank section in a review. If you get to pink team, I expect a full document in a pink team. Some people don't. If you have a blank section without even anything in it in a pink team, or you have a blank section at red team, you've got a major issue. You can't just assume that the review process is going to take care of it. You need to have a sit-down conversation, an intervention about that section, about why that happened and who's going to fix it and what do they need to know to fix it. Because they probably wanted to, they just don't know what to write. The next one is missing key personnel. Now, I know it's hard to find people. It's hard to find the right people. It's hard to find your program manager. Maybe sometimes it's hard to decide who the right person is to bid. But here's the issue. If you don't have a resume identified for your key person, that means that their qualifications are not being sold anywhere throughout the proposal. All that's going to happen is once somebody finds that resume, it's going to get stuck in the back of the proposal in the resume section, and you're going to be able to read the entire proposal and have no idea who the program manager is. In order for it to be compelling, you have to convince the reader that that program manager is the right person, or whatever key it is the right person to lead that part of this program. And if it's something where you just stick that resume in 2 days before the bid goes in, none of that is going to make it into the document. The next one is no discussion of cost, either in the schedule, because the cost needs to be part of the overall technical solution, or in the document itself. When you read a technical proposal, it should say something that alludes to the fact that either you are offering a high-value solution, that you are reducing costs, that something is being done to integrate cost into the technical delivery. Otherwise, somebody just reads the technical approach and then goes over in a vacuum and looks at some number, and they don't see a connection to it. So whether you're going for a high-value solution or you're going for a low-cost kind of solution, you have to justify that, and that's more than just the cost narrative. It needs to flow through the tech volume. The last one is, if people are talking about planning to work on that document the day that it's due, it's a really bad idea. Number one, that means that they're struggling now to get everything done, and you either need more resources or better answers or better access to somebody that knows, how to help, or it means that there's going to be people in the document doing editing or something that if they have a computer problem, if there's an upload issue, if the file size is too big for the government email server, however your particular proposal is going to go in, it means there's no margin for error. Submitting the day before is the way to go in proposals. And if people are going to have their hands in the document the day of, you're just asking yourself for that hard drive failure, internet outage, whatever it is, that leaves you no time. There's no way to call a contracting officer at the last minute and try to figure out why your file's not going through. There's still sometimes is an opportunity to go drop off a digital copy or submit a paper copy or find a different person's computer to submit the file. So those are just some indicators that if you see those happening, there's something that needs to be done to get the proposal on track. Everybody's probably doing the best they can. They're probably trying very hard, but they're missing something, either guidance or information or time and resources. So those are my thoughts on proposals, that ways to see that your proposal needs some extra help. Now, take a moment, click the subscribe button. It might be here, or it might be here. I don't know. But click the subscribe button at the bottom of your screen, and you can also click on notify if you want to know when these episodes go live. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.